Can you leave before my friends get here? I don't want them to know about you, she said while preparing for girls' night. I said, no problem, and left. Ended the relationship over text an hour later. She called saying we should talk. I said, you didn't want your friends to know about me. Now they don't have to. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Throwaway account for obvious reasons. I'm a 28-year-old guy, work in IT support for a mid-sized company. Nothing flashy, but it's steady, pays the bills, and lets me save a bit. I've always been the reliable type, show up on time, help out when needed, no drama. That's how I approached my relationship with Emily too. We met through a mutual friend at a low-key barbecue about 2 years into my post-college life. She was 26, working in marketing for some boutique agency. Think social media campaigns, networking events, the whole influencer-adjacent vibe. Emily was outgoing, always dressed sharp, with this circle of friends who seemed like they stepped out of an Instagram feed. Brunches, girls' trips, rooftop parties. Me? I was more jeans and hoodies, weekend hikes, or binge-watching shows. But opposites attract, right? We clicked over shared laughs and late-night talks. I fell hard. From the start, I was all in. I supported her through a rough patch when she got laid off 6 months in, helped with her resume, covered a few bills while she job hunted, even drove her to interviews. She'd crash at my place most nights, and we'd talk about the future, trips we'd take, maybe getting a dog. But here's the red flag I missed. She never introduced me to her friends. Not once. She'd say things like, oh, they're super judgmental about guys, or it's just girl time, you know? I'd brush it off, thinking she needed her space. In hindsight, it was because I didn't fit her aesthetic. My job was boring, my car was practical, read, not a luxury SUV, and I wasn't out clubbing every weekend. I was her secret, reliable in private, but embarrassing in public. Flashback to one evening that still stings. It was her birthday a year in. I surprised her with a homemade dinner, steak, her favorite wine, even baked a cake from scratch. She loved it. We had an amazing night. But the next day, when I suggested meeting her family at their holiday gathering, she laughed it off. Babe, they're intense. Let's keep this our thing for now. I swallowed it, told myself it was fine. Another time, she was stressed about a big presentation, so I stayed up late helping her rehearse. She nailed it, got a promotion. My reward? A quick thank you text. No shout out on her socials, where she posted everything else. I gave so much time, emotional support, even loaned her money for a certification course, and got crumbs in return. But love makes you blind, doesn't it? Fast forward to the night, everything cracked. It was a Friday, and she'd planned a girls' night at our apartment. Well, technically mine, but she'd basically moved in. I'd been looking forward to a quiet evening. Maybe order pizza after she left. But as she was getting ready, curling her hair and picking outfits, she dropped the bomb casually, like commenting on the weather. I was sitting on the couch, scrolling my phone, when Emily turned from the mirror, lipstick in hand. Hey, babe, she said, not even looking at me fully. Can you leave before my friends get here? I don't want them to know about you. I blinked, thinking I'd misheard. What do you mean? Like, hide in the bedroom or something? She laughed, a sharp, dismissive sound that hit like a slap. No, silly. Just go out for a bit. Grab a beer with your buddies, or whatever. It's easier if you're not here when they arrive. They think I'm single, and explaining you would just complicate things. You get it, right? It's girls' night, no guys allowed. My stomach twisted. Explaining me? We've been together 2 years, Emily. Why haven't you told them? She sighed, rolling her eyes as she applied mascara. Because, honestly, you're sweet and all, but my friends are into the whole scene. Successful guys, exciting lives. You're stable, predictable. I love that about us, but they wouldn't get it. They'd tease me about settling for the nice guy type. Plus, I've been chatting with this guy from work, Alex. He's got that edge, you know? Travels, parties. Nothing serious, but if they saw you here, it'd kill the vibe. Chatting with Alex? I kept my voice even, but inside, it was crumbling. As in, flirting? While we're together. It's not like that, she snapped, finally turning to face me with that smug look she got when she thought she was right. We're not exclusive in that way. I mean, come on, we never defined it. You're great for Netflix nights, but I need excitement too. Don't make this a thing. Just head out, okay? They'll be here in 30 minutes. I stared at her, the woman I'd built my world around, reducing me to an inconvenience. No apology, no empathy, just entitlement. So I'm your secret boyfriend? The one you hide because I'm not exciting enough. She shrugged, checking her phone. Look, if you want to fight about it, fine. But yeah, basically. Can you just go? I don't have time for this drama right now. I stood up slowly, grabbing my keys and jacket. No yelling, no pleading. Just a nod. No problem, I said quietly. I'll leave. She smiled, relieved. Thanks, babe. Text me later. We can cuddle after they go. I didn't respond. Walked out the door, got in my car, and drove to a nearby park. Sat there for an hour, replaying every moment. The sacrifices, the one-sided effort. How she'd post about living her best life online, but crop me out of photos. The confusion hit hard. Why wasn't I enough? But under it, anger simmered. Not explosive, just clarifying. This wasn't love, it was use. An hour later, as her friends were probably arriving, I sent the text, "We're done. Please pack your stuff and leave it by the door. I'll change the locks tomorrow. Good luck with Alex and your exciting life." My phone blew up immediately. Missed calls, texts. What? We need to talk. This is ridiculous. I let it ring once, then picked up for what would be our last real conversation. She picked up on the first ring, her voice a mix of confusion and irritation. What the hell? You're breaking up with me over text? That's so immature. We need to talk about this. I kept my tone flat, no emotion leaking through. Talk about what, Emily? You just told me to leave my own apartment because you don't want your friends knowing I exist. You've been hiding me for 2 years. Flirting with some guy at work. What is there to say? She huffed, like I was the one being unreasonable. Oh my God, you're blowing this way out of proportion. It's not hiding, it's just compartmentalizing. My friends have high standards, and you're not exactly the type they hang with. Alex is fun, spontaneous. We grab drinks after work, that's all. It's not cheating if we're not, like, official. You never pushed for labels anyway. Labels? I echoed, the word tasting bitter. We've been living together. I paid your rent when you were unemployed. That's not official. See, this is why, she shot back, her voice rising with that smug edge. You're always so serious, so needy. I need space to figure out what I want. Alex gets that, he doesn't cling. If you'd been more exciting, maybe I would have introduced you. But you're content with your little IT job, your routine. I deserve better than that. This is on you for not stepping up. Her words landed like punches, twisting the knife. Excuses piled on justifications, all laced with hypocrisy. She'd benefited from my routine stability, but now it was a flaw. So I'm the problem? For being reliable? Exactly, she said, almost triumphant. I'm evolving, babe. You should too. But if you're gonna be dramatic and end it like this, fine. You'll regret it when you realize no one else will put up with your boring ass. I paused, letting the silence stretch. No begging, no defense. Just clarity. You didn't want your friends to know about me. Now they don't have to. Goodbye, Emily. I hung up, blocked her number, and that was it. The apartment felt empty when I got back later that night. Her friends had left, and she'd tossed a few bags by the door with a note. Your loss. I changed the locks the next morning, donated her leftover stuff to charity. The first few days were rough. I'd wake up reaching for her side of the bed, second-guessing if I'd overreacted. Confusion gnawed at me. How could someone I loved treat me like disposable? The unfairness burned. I'd given everything, sacrificed weekends for her events, even skipped a family trip to help her move. And for what? To be her secret shame. I didn't lash out, though. No social media rants, no bad-mouthing to mutuals. I just sat with it. Went for long runs to clear my head, journaled the red flags I'd ignored. It hurt, but it also woke me up. This wasn't about her anymore. It was about reclaiming my life. The weeks blurred into months, and I threw myself into rebuilding. First thing, therapy. I'd never done it before, but a buddy recommended a guy who specialized in relationship stuff. Sessions were eye-opening. Unpacking how I'd let myself be undervalued. Chasing approval from someone who saw me as a backup. You're not boring, he said. You're grounded. That's a strength. It shifted something in me. I started setting boundaries, not just with others, but with myself. Work became a focus too. I'd been coasting in IT, but now I enrolled in online courses for certifications, cloud computing, cybersecurity. Nailed them, and boom, promotion to senior analyst with a nice raise. Suddenly, my boring job had me traveling for conferences, networking with sharp people. I upgraded my wardrobe a bit, not to impress anyone, but because it felt good. Jeans and hoodies still, but fitted better, with some style. Physically, I hit the gym hard. Not revenge body nonsense, just consistency. Weights, cardio, meal preps dropped 15 pounds, gained muscle, and more importantly, confidence. Weekends? Hikes turned into group adventures with old friends I'd neglected. I even joined a local trivia league. Turns out, my predictable brain crushed pop culture rounds. Socially, things opened up. At one conference, I met Lisa, a graphic designer from another firm. We bonded over bad hotel coffee and shared laughs. No rush, but dates followed. Casual, fun, zero secrets. She introduced me to her friends right away, no hesitation. It was refreshing, a stark contrast to Emily's games. Lisa saw me for who I was. Reliable, yes, but also witty, adventurous in my own way. We weren't serious yet, but it felt real. Through it all, I heard whispers about Emily via mutual acquaintances. Nothing I sought out, just bits that floated my way. Apparently, she'd jumped straight into things with Alex, posting cryptic stories about new beginnings. Mutuals mentioned her looking happier at first, but cracks showed. Arguments in public, her venting about his flakiness. I didn't dwell. It wasn't my circus anymore. My internal voice evolved, from why me to what now. Vulnerability faded into calm strength. I'd been mistreated, sure, but it taught me my worth. No more settling for crumbs. By 6 months post-breakup, I had a new apartment in a better neighborhood, minimalist, with space for my hobbies. Life wasn't perfect, but it was mine. Solid, drama-free. And that's when the first signs of her unraveling started filtering in more clearly. It started with small rumors, the kind that trickle in through the grapevine without you asking. A mutual friend from the old barbecue circle mentioned it casually over coffee. Heard Emily's going through some stuff with that Alex guy. I nodded, changed the subject. Didn't want details, but they came anyway. Turns out, right after our split, she'd gone all in with him. Public dates, social media posts flaunting their adventures. Alex was the epitome of her exciting ideal. Mid-30s, freelance photographer with a flashy Instagram, always jetting off to shoots in exotic spots. But beneath the filters, he was a mess. From what pieced together over the next few months, via overheard chats and the occasional screenshot from concerned mutuals, Alex wasn't just flaky, he was unstable. He'd charm women with stories of his connections, but it was all smoke. Emily moved in with him quick, quitting her marketing gig for a collaborative project that never materialized. Instead, he used her as arm candy for events, draining her savings on trips she funded. Then the cheating surfaced. One of her friends caught him with another girl at a club, the same scene Emily prized. Arguments escalated. He got volatile, smashing her phone in one rage fit. Police were involved once, but she downplayed it. Her downfall unraveled fast after that. Friends distanced themselves when the truth spread. Turns out, Alex had a reputation, and they'd warned her subtly. But her smug dismissal of me had alienated them too. No one wanted to enable the drama. She tried clinging to the group, posting desperate stories about self-growth, but likes dwindled. Professionally, the agency wouldn't rehire her after she burned bridges flaking on deadlines for Alex's whims. Job hunts flopped, her resume gaps raised flags, and the economy wasn't kind. Financially, she hit rock bottom, maxed cards, eviction notice from their shared place when Alex bailed, leaving her with the lease. Last I heard indirectly, she was crashing on a cousin's couch, picking up gig work like Uber driving. Ironic for someone who mocked my predictable stability. I didn't gloat. Karma wasn't about revenge, it was consequence. Seeing her posts turn from glamorous to vague pleas for positive vibes just confirmed I'd dodged a bullet. My life, thriving in the background. But as her world crumbled, the outreach began, subtle at first, then desperate. It pulled me back into the fray, testing the peace I'd built. The first crack appeared about 8 months in, a random text from an unknown number. Hey, it's Emily. New phone. Miss our talks. How are you? I stared at it, the audacity hitting like whiplash. No apology, just phishing. I didn't respond. Blocked it. But she persisted, using email next. We should catch up. I was going through stuff back then. Let's grab coffee. Ignored that too. Her attempts ramped up, shifting from casual to pleading, revealing the desperation beneath. Scene 2 hit via voicemail one evening after work. My phone buzzed. I listened out of curiosity. Okay, fine, you're ignoring me. Her voice cracked, a far cry from the smug tone of our breakup. But we had something real. Alex was a mistake. He's gone now. Cheated and left me high and dry. I'm sorry if I hurt you. You were always there for me. Can we talk? I need advice or something. Please call back. Advice? From the guy she hid like a secret? I deleted it, no reply. But then her toxic circle got involved. Her sister, whom I'd met once, messaged me on LinkedIn of all places. Emily's in a bad spot. You owe her a conversation after everything. She says you overreacted. Be a man and hear her out. Owe her. The entitlement boiled my blood, but I stayed calm. Replied once. Not interested. Please don't contact me. Blocked. Things escalated when her best friend Sarah, part of that girls' night crew, ambushed me via a group chat with mutuals. Dude, Emily's falling apart, the message read. Lost her job, place, everything. Alex was abusive, total psycho. She regrets how she treated you. Give her a chance to apologize. You're better than ghosting. The hypocrisy stung. They'd enabled her secrecy, laughed along. I left the chat without a word. By month 10, desperation turned angry. She showed up at my old gym, must have stalked my routine somehow. I was mid-set when she approached, looking disheveled, hair messy, eyes red. We need to talk now, she demanded, voice sharp. You've ignored me for months. That's cruel. I said some stuff I didn't mean, okay? Stress from work, Alex pressuring me. But you were safe. I realize that now. Let's fix this. I set the weights down, kept my voice steady. Emily, this isn't the place. Or the time. She crossed her arms, face twisting. Oh, now you're too good? With your promotion and new life? I saw your updates. Congrats, by the way, rubbing it in. I messed up, fine. But blocking me? Making me beg? That's low. My family's pissed at you too. They think you're heartless. Mom even said you used me for stability then ditched. Used her? The reversal was laughable. Your family doesn't know me. Because you never let them. This is over. Please leave. She stepped closer, voice rising to draw stares. How dare you? After I gave you 2 years? You're nothing without me. Boring, remember? Alex showed me excitement, but he broke me. You owe me closure. Gym staff intervened then, escorting her out as she hurled insults. You'll end up alone. I finished my workout, unshaken. Her true colors, manipulative, entitled, shone through the cracks. Friends who defended her backed off after hearing about the scene. Truth spread, isolating her further. The attempts didn't stop. More texts from burners, emails pleading poverty. I need help, just alone. Turned furious. You're a coward for not facing me. But each one reinforced my detachment. I'd evolved. She hadn't. The climax came unexpectedly at our mutual friend Mike's birthday party, about a year after the breakup. I debated going. Knew Emily might show, given the overlapping circles, but I wasn't hiding anymore. Lisa came with me, her hand in mine as we mingled. The venue was a casual rooftop bar, string lights twinkling, laughter filling the air. I felt good. New suit from the promotion, easy conversations about work trips. Life had flipped the script. Then I spotted her across the crowd. Emily, alone at the bar, nursing a drink. She looked worn, faded makeup, ill-fitting dress, eyes scanning desperately. Our gazes locked. She beelined over, weaving through guests. Lisa sensed it, squeezed my hand. Want to leave? She whispered. I shook my head. This ended tonight. Hey. Emily started, voice shaky but forcing a smile. Didn't expect you here. You look different. Good. Can we talk? Privately. I stayed planted, tone neutral. We're talking now. What's up? She glanced at Lisa, then back, hypocrisy flashing. Who's this? Already moved on. Wow. Look, I get it. I was awful. Hiding you, the Alex mess. He destroyed me. Cheated, took my money, got me fired over his drama. I'm starting over, therapy even. But you were my rock. I see that now. Let's try again. I can change. Her pleas hung there, desperate, echoing her old excuses. Lisa shifted uncomfortably, but I kept calm, mirroring her past logic. You didn't want anyone knowing about us back then, remember? compartmentalizing because I wasn't exciting enough. Now, no one needs to know, including me. This chapter's closed. She flushed, anger bubbling. That's cold. After everything, I begged, my family tried. Your family? The ones you never introduced me to. I cut in, firm but detached. Emily, I've built something real here. New job, real friends, someone who doesn't hide me. You're not part of it. Not anymore. Tears welled, but she lashed out. You'll regret this. I'm better than her, Lisa interjected softly. Actually, he's happy. That's what matters. Emily stormed off, muttering, drawing stairs. Mike later confided her rep had tanked. Friends saw the toxicity. For me? Relief. She was irrelevant, a ghost from a lesser life. We enjoyed the party, toasting to better days. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.